All right, new chapter of One Piece 1132, and I'm very, very happy, obviously, but I'm also very annoyed because we learn there are 3 different levels to the world of Elbaf, the heaven or astral, the sun world, and the land of the dead / underworld, and Luffy left the underworld. He was talking to Loki. Loki either manipulated him or gave him bribed him with information about Shanks, or offered to show him where the best food is in Elbaf if he got the key and released him, or made some other kind of deal or promise. We don't know. We don't see it. But Luffy has left the underworld to go back to the sun world level, and I wanted to stay in the underworld. Can Zoro get lost? Can Zoro get lost and go explore the underworld? I don't care if it's a prison kind of desolate area. I just want to stay and explore the underworld, please. Please. It has been 1,000 chapters. Let me explore the underworld. I beg of you, Oda. But anywho, delightful chapter. The crew has reunited. I want to know how long it'll be until they get that information about Vivi and the message with the X comes across. You have a little kid whose name looks a lot like Colin. Colin, I guess it's supposed to be, or something. Who knows? I'm not going to be the one who pronounces names correctly. Sees the Hiruden's crew coming back. He sings out to them like, hey, you coming to the bar for a drink? They're like, no. They're going straight on up, and he's upset about it. And this little kid, adorable, basically like Luffy was when he was a kid, looking up to Shanks, wanting to travel with him on his crew, being too young, and Shanks hyping up Luffy, saying like, hey, there's a new Emperor of the Sea, remember this guy's name, and he's just Luffy's hype man, and I'm all for it, and because of that, I can no longer want Shanks to be a secret villain. As much as I want it, it's not going to happen. As much as I wanted Roger to be the final big bad, I accepted it a long time ago that that's just not what's going to happen, but I am still secretly hoping for the, both Shanks and Roger were assembling a crew of pirates, like fake their death, and now we have a hidden army to take on the world government. That's what I'm hoping for. But he's been hyping up for the little kid whose father, we don't know who it is, I don't think. There's another character named Ripley, so I assume who the kid's mother is, just like, here's a bunch of food that Ripley's favorites is there, as well as some extra for your father. Hiruden's kid? Maybe? No? One of the other giant pirates? Not sure, unclear. But the kid, definitely like Tama from Other One, Wano, is going to play a role in the story. So he's off on his own little adventure to make it to the sun level. So I guess he is in the underworld, and it's only elsewhere in this level that is bad. Are there multiple layers within each of the 3 sections? Unclear. But he's gone off. Hiruden's ship and everybody meets the Bifrost. It's a rainbow that they activate with a painter stone that can create a rainbow. They said they made it just in time, so I guess someone else made this one. And they just sail up the rainbow. It's like, all right, hang on to me, we're going vertical. And everyone's just like, it's a rainbow. It's refractions of light. You can't sail on a rainbow. Meanwhile, the giants are just like, haha, look, what are you talking about? Of course you can sail on a rainbow. This is just common knowledge to them. I also liked that Lilith was just like, oh, it gets more beautiful. It's just as beautiful as the first time I seen it, or whatever she said. And because Vegapunk had been to Elbaf in the past, and I love that. I love that Bonnie is in her little kid form. She's finally allowed to be a child, and she's amazed by the beauty of the rainbow and little sparkles around. Someone mentions about delivering Binksack. Like, I don't know who says it, or if the rainbow is speaking, but like the Binksack song, it's got to have a hidden message from the Void Century, something that would be passed along through generations, specifically among pirates, a hidden message, a code, something, instructions to the One Piece. I don't know, but it has something. And for that just being a random little bubble right there, granted, they could just be delivering alcohol, but let me hope and dream. Luffy meets up with the giant cook and doctor from the New Giant Pirates crew. She apologizes. Gerd, I guess her name is. The giant girl apologizes for what Road did. She's a little bit excited to meet humans as well. But unlike Road, who wants to keep them as little figurines in a toy box, she's like treating him like a little puppy. You're so small and cute. I love you. I'm not going to hurt you. I promise. So that's cute. But so she meets up with Luffy, and they're like, "Hey, you came from the Underworld. What was going on down there?" And Luffy's being as suspicious as hell, which they don't clock him on. And because Nami's not here to call him out on it, no one picks up that he's lying. But the thing is, he is lying. He's hiding something. He's a terrible liar. So he's just like not speaking, and he's shaking. What does Loki want him to do exactly? Why did Luffy agree to it? I don't want it to be something. Could it really just be, hey, I want to know why Shanks is here? Because anyone could probably tell him why Shanks was there. And if he came to see Loki specifically, I guess only Loki could tell him that, but would Luffy care? Well, would Luffy care about getting a key to get him out? I don't know. I don't think he'd care that much. It's like, yeah, I can do that. You want to be free? I'll let you out. You get some, especially if you do something for me, then we're friends, especially if you feed me. So if he offered him food, that's probably all it would take for him to be let out. And Loki would probably realize that in not too much time. Rest of the crew just drops a tree on road, and they're like, should we really take out one of the pirates? Because they could have took him out at any point in time, one of the giant pirates, and just like, let's make it look like an accident. They drop a whole tree on him. Was that a little extreme? Nah. And then the Cook and Dr. Giant Pirates come through, and they see Road, and as if, like, if there was any, hey, did we take it too far, they cover it up because she takes out an axe, he takes out a giant club, and they swing it at Road, being like, you idiot, what were you doing, taking him out, and I'm just like, whatever it takes. So, Girl Giant Pirate apologizes for the treatment on behalf of Road. She's not like them. Apologizes. Everyone is cool. Luffy is reunited with his crew. It's a delight. We're happy. One of the best moments in this chapter got to be Luffy and Usopp reuniting and finally seeing Elbaf for the first time together, saying, we're here, we made it. The look in their eyes, especially when Gur gave them directions, they ran off into the woods. Luffy jumps on a cloud without thinking, because she says it's an island cloud, so it's going to support him, it's going to float, they'll be able to see the city, and he just jumps like, what if it wasn't a cloud or an island cloud, you would have fallen through. Oh my goodness. And then they go up and they see Elbaf, and Usopp is just ugly crying. He has made it. He is going to be recognized as a brave warrior of the sea, recognized by giants, the connection he has to the giants, the faith he has in them, the respect he has. All he wants is to be recognized by them, and that's going to happen in this arc. It has to. And Luffy, just all this time coming. We remember them dancing and singing on the, was that the Mary at the time? They were probably on the Mary the first time that they thought about Elbaf and was ready to go. It's been so long coming. I realize to me it's only been like 2 years, but to the rest of the One Piece world, I can't believe we are finally here. It's been so long since Little Garden, and I'm so happy that they're happy. But Usopp, Luffy, and Chopper are all on the island cloud going up, seeing the vast landscape right next to the Rainbow Bridge, so they get reunited with the rest of the crew. I love it when we're not separated for long. And they're shocked that they're riding a rainbow. How are you doing that? And they're shocked that they finally found Luffy. It's like, hey, how about you guys not get kidnapped? So crew is reunited, and my main thing here, this is when we learned the 3 levels. I got upset again because we've left the Underworld, but maybe we'll go back down. We gotta go back down to let Loki and An chain him. It's fine. I need it to be a reason for the Underworld. I want spirits to pass through there. I want the ghost of everything. Saul, I need him to be alive. For Robin's sake, I want him to be alive. But maybe he passed, went to the Underworld, and we'll go grab his spirit and bring it back up. I don't know. Don't care. But then we start to get this narration, and it goes on for a couple panels, but essentially saying, like, all those adventurers don't regret the time lost here, but in this land of Elbaf, more commonly known as the land of giants, if I am to give you one piece of advice, let it be this: do not stay too long. And it's by Louis Arnott, or however you pronounce it, the man who wrote the book that Robin had been reading. That might have been a anime filler episode though, but wrote the book about Little Garden and the adventures they had there. It was all thought to be a fairy tale, but really it was real, and he made it from Little Garden to Elbaf, and now he's saying, like, don't overstay your welcome. This place is wonderful. It's enchanting. But, like, is it dangerous? Why? The giants are fine. I'm getting, like, mystical vibes in terms, like, you went to the fairy realm and time moves differently here. Like, is a day on Elbaf the same as a day elsewhere? I don't know. We took a rainbow to get up here. It'd be fine if time passed differently. I don't know. But then we get this landscape. Giant forest. There's a bear. Or I thought it was a bear statue. It could be a bear's skin being worn by a person. Don't know. Dead center. And then there's this little person down bottom. And I'm with the rest of the internet here. Shinky, right? Like, this gotta be our golden line. I've been waiting for him since Impel Down. I want it to be him. Please, 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 please. There's so much it could be. I want to know if the house that Big Mom was at is there. I want Big Mom to come back. I feel like her story's not done. I feel she needs some kind of final send-off with the giant, so I really want her to come back. I do not believe she's dead. There's so much from Elbaf I'm excited for. I need Usopp to be recognized as a brave warrior of the sea. I want him to get better with his observation hockey, maybe be able to fine-tune it some. Maybe he can get a new weapon. I need Zoro to get lost in the Underworld and explore it. I need Robin and Saul reunited. I need information about the Void Century. Please, if time moved differently here, or even if it didn't, the giants live so long that they probably have a decent enough memory of the culture and history, religion of Nika, and therefore what happened with Joy Boy, the Void Century. It's probably still in their collective living memory. Or at least collective memory. I don't know about living memory. It's 1,000 years ago. Giants live 1,000 years? Probably not. But it's written down. It's like 2 generations. I don't know. I'm excited. I want to know what's going to happen. Give me the Void Century. That's what I want. We're probably going to get, if the top layer is like the level of Astral or Heaven, it might be a little bit more focusing on Nika themselves, not so much Joy Boy, but I don't care. I'm excited. That's all I got. Did I mention I'm excited? And I want to go back to the lower level of Elbaf. That's all I got. Talk to you later. Bye.